this video, we're going to be taking this engine and raising it 2 inches. I'm going to build a custom riser to work with this trim unit. And so we're getting ready to get started. Here you can see I've already got the first 2 cuts done. The top corner and the bottom bevel to match with the bracket. I still got to cut this side out. And then I'll have the outer base plate the engine sits against cut out. I have the panels all finished up and cut, deburred along the edges and cleaned up. And then this is the back panel. That's going to be on the back side here. Started working on getting these bolts loose. This one is coming out real easy because of course it's on the outside. The other one on the inside is more difficult. I got to get this lifted up, so I'll have to tilt this up in order to get the inner bolts off on each one. And then I'll bring it back down and set the hoist back up. Now that I have the tilt up, you can see under here these 2 bolts. I'll get those out real quick, bring it down, and I can reset the hoist. So now what we're going to do is clamp the aluminum plate on the back of here, get it set in the right spots, and then mark my holes right here, 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 and here for my main bolts that are going to hold these together. Here I've got the front plate clamped up. I actually have this one all measured out. It's a perfect 2-inch rise above the panel, exact spacing. I got this one shaved down, and the back plate, I'm going to do a little bit of shaving just because I want to make sure it clears these holes as well where I bolt up the front plate. So where these bevels are, that's getting cut off, and that's getting cut off, and it'll line up with this piece of wood and still work with the bolt holes down here. I got the clamp shifted to where the plate is still sitting in the same spot, and I was able to mark all my holes for my upper bolts. The lower bolts are going to end up getting new holes anyway, so I don't have to worry about marking those since I'm getting these regular 4 holes bolted up too. Yeah, my wood cut, my rear panel recut and shaped. I currently have it lined up, and I already marked my holes on the inside by running the drill bit through and marking on the other side of the holes in the wood. Here I've got the drill marks. I already marked them with a Sharpie just so they're more defined. Need to drill those through, and then I'll be able to put the smaller bolts in, and from there we can go ahead and hang the outboard. And here's a look with the bolts going through from the front, securing the back plate on the lower section. And we're going to go ahead and try putting this on, see if she still fits on with those bolts in the way. Now I have this drop back down. I am going to put a couple shims in, one on each side. That way I can get it at just the right spacing that I want. Otherwise these will sit just above these bolts, so they'll be out the way, and then I'll be able to run the new bolts through. So what I did is I swapped these out for carriage bolts instead because they sit so much closer, and I also shortened them so that way got shorter ones so it wouldn't stick out as far. Also got shorter new bolts because the distance is smaller than it was with the full 2x4 in this. So it's a little thinner, but it does have a 1/2 inch worth of aluminum in there too. I got these spacers right here. I got one little one on each side just to level it out. Have the engine tilted up so I can get to these spots here and at least get them started and marked in some way, and then I can get them drilled out. And then these I'll go ahead and mark it right in the middle. I mean, if it ever needs any adjustment, I can always drop it down, lift it up, whatnot. And when I pull this off, then we'll get those shims out. I have the engine back off, and as you can see, I got all my holes that I had marked drilled out. So we are good and ready. I'm going to disassemble these. We're going to paint them next after we clean them off with acetone. Both pieces of wood and both metal plates, we're going to get it. So my phone had died, and it was charging while I was working on this, trying to get it done in a certain time frame. But one of the carriage bolts stripped, and I couldn't loosen it anymore, so had to paint it on the boat. Got this plastic all around to help protect. I got the rear panel primed and painted. It's working on the dry phase right now. I'm getting ready to take the plastic off, see how everything looks, and then it's going to spend a few days drying because it is cold. So here we have the plastic off. Nice, everything's painted, colored nicely. I'll get the stickers cleaned off here shortly. if I can. It may have become permanent, but it'll be fine. As you can see here, here's the back. That won't be shiny, it is a matte paint. So that'll dull down as it dries. But everything's all nicely covered, painted. And we'll give her a couple days to dry. And this weekend we'll get her all taken care of and load her back on. Make sure that your electrical connection, you put dielectric grease on the pins if you have anything, especially outside the boat. But put dielectric grease on the pins, insert it, and then wrap it with electrical tape to make sure the connection stays together. And that'll help keep the water out of it. Now that we have this mounted up, get it all closed back up and ready for water test this weekend. Make sure we can actually get her up to speed. So that's going to do it for the commentary on this one. If you liked this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe. I do have fishing videos that are going to be coming out before long. I'm just waiting on a new camera. Any comments, throw them in the comment box. Gonna finish this out showing you the test runs. So let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.